Hi, this is Carlos Marin, Amazon #1 best-selling author and creator of this show. Welcome to Your Unlimited Life. And this show is dedicated to helping you to understand the unlimited potential that you have within you and using it, tapping into that potential, just tapping into that power that you have within you in order to create the life of your dreams, to be free, to be, do, and have whatever it is that you want. And I firmly believe that you have the potential, you have the ability within you to do this. You just need to tap into that power that's already resident within you and utilize it to create the life of your dreams. Now, part of that starts with your mindset. You've got to develop the mindset of the person who already is, has, and does what you want. And we started talking last week about a very important topic. That topic is motivation. And we talked about the fact that motivation is sparked by something. It's always sparked by something. And that something is ambition. It's a dream. It's a vision for a better life, for more, for better, for bigger, for greater. And it's a good thing because all advancement in life comes from that. Now, I give you that quick review of last week because there's another factor that's very important in order for you to be, quote unquote, motivated, right? And that additional factor that has to be present also, aside from the dream, the vision, the ambition, is you have to have the expectancy of achieving that dream, that ambition, and that vision. In other words, you've got to believe that somehow you're going to get it. You've got to believe that this is something that belongs to you and that you can either develop the ability, the skill, or figure out the way to get it. My friend and longtime mentor, Dennis Waitley, always said in his talks, in life, you will never get what you want. Never, ever, 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 pause for effect, get what you want out of life. But in life, you always get what you expect. And see, the dream is huge. The dream is important. The vision, I mean, it's critical. But you've got to have a sense of expectancy. It has to be real to you. You have to have an intention that you are going to have it. You have to have faith that you can get it. There's a big difference between people that wind up being the winners in life, the successful people, and the people who wind up being the have-nots or the, I hate to call them failures, but people that wallow in mediocrity. And here's the difference. The difference is that when somebody who is accustomed to failing, right, sees something in front of them and sees a dream or a big vision in front of them, they'll usually look at it and say, oh, sure, he can do that because he has this and this and this and this. He has the education, he has the looks, he has the money, he has the time, he has the wife, he has the job, he has the whatever, or she has the husband or the job or the whatever. You understand? And so, and they look at it from a standpoint of they have it so they can do it, but I don't have it so I can't. Now, the winner, on the other hand, looks at things and says, you know what? I may need to acquire this ability, this skill. I may not have the education. I may not have this or that or the other thing, but I'll acquire it. I'll put in the time. I'll get it. I'll do it. I'll acquire that skill. I'll acquire that knowledge. And so that difference is that expectancy that you know, again, it's like a muscle. I mean, all this mindset stuff is really like a muscle. It's what you've been accustomed to, right, for so long in your life. And you have to understand something. When Dennis has said that you never get what you want, you get what you expect in life, it's because wanting means lacking. Wanting, it's an old English word, actually. If you watched that movie, A Knight's Tale, you know, they kept using the play on words. You have been found wanting, which means you have been found lacking. You lost because you have been found wanting. That means you lack. wanting actually is a belief in not having something. Expectation, on the other hand, converts want into intention. It's an internal belief that you can actually actualize the thing that it is that you want. It's a faith, if you will, a faith that what you desire is yours and you intend to get it. This belief, this faith is what drives action. This is what causes you to move forward. This is what causes you to expand. Without this belief, without this expectancy, there is no action. And again, I got to go back and reiterate this because it's critically important that you understand this. Motivation is about taking action on a motive, right? The word means motive action. It's taking action on a motive. So without the motive, no action. But if you don't believe, you don't act, right? So while first you've got to have a compelling dream, then you must build belief. You must build expectancy. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel it in your bones. It can't just be a head thing. You've got to feel it in your body, in your whole being, right? And one of the ways that you get this expectancy and this belief is you start looking at the accomplishment of this dream, of this vision, of this ambition that you have, and you start playing with it. You start mentally contemplating it, and you start going, okay, when I accomplish this, when I get this, what benefits am I going to get, right? So, for example, one of the things that motivated me and which became my moving, driving dream was becoming a millionaire. I always wanted to get rich, but I never quantified it well enough. And then eventually one day I met a guy, a mentor. He became a mentor. And this guy had become a millionaire in 2.5 years. And I may have told you the story before, but it'll sound a little bit different this time. And this guy said that the reason that he was where he was and he'd become a millionaire in under 3 years and the rest of us weren't is because he had sold out to his dream. He had become totally committed. He'd burned his boats, if you will, and sold out to his dream. I realized I hadn't. And he was saying that that's the reason that we were sitting in the audience broke and he was sitting on the stage talking as a millionaire. Well, that day I decided that I was going to get 100% committed. Now, you know, it's easy to say 100% committed and people say, oh yeah, I made the decision, or yeah, I'm committed. But see, commitment implies that you understand clearly your why. So I wanted to be a millionaire. That was my goal, right? But what was my why for doing it? And this is where, when you start contemplating what it is that you want, you've got to get really clear about the benefits that it will provide for you, about the benefits it will provide for your loved ones, right? So what does being a millionaire imply, or what's it going to do for me? It means I can buy the home of my dreams, which at that point was a 6,000 square foot house on a couple of acres, right? It implied that I could drive my dream car, which at that time was a BMW 7 Series. It implied that I could fly first class with my wife, with my kids, that I could homeschool my kids, that I could be a full-time dad. And I had little girls at that time, and so it was I could take them to ballet. I could take them to their activities. I mean, I could share time with them, and they could travel with me because since they were homeschooled, they could go whenever, right? To whatever places I was traveling to. And so to me, it was a lifestyle that implied freedom. And those benefits were so huge, so big for me. They turned me on so much that I became 1,000% committed, right? And it's commitment, ladies and gentlemen, that converts wanting into intending. That is what drives expectancy. That is what creates expectancy. So, here's what I want you to do. New Year's coming up. I'm not going to say of what year because this video is going to go on into perpetuity and it's going to be a bestseller. And by the way, I want you to understand one thing. New Year's are symbolic. Your new year can start whenever you want. If you're watching this video in the future and it is June, guess what? Your year can start new right now. It's only a matter of a decision. But for those of you watching this now, when there's a new year approaching, I got something for you. Here's what I want you to do, a little exercise. I want you to get clarity of vision and then build belief. In preparation for the new year, that's the key. Don't wait till it's upon you. Get clarity of vision and build belief. So here's what I want you to do. Imagine that it's December 31st, not of this year, but December 31st of next year. So it is over a year in the future right now. And you're sitting there on December 31st of next year, and you're looking back over the past 12 months. Maybe you and I are having a conversation. You're watching a video again, and we're having a conversation. You're looking back over the past 12 months. And I want you to think about this, and I want you to write this down. What has to have happened? What has to have happened over the past 12 months, both in your personal life, in your family life, in your business life, for you to be happy with the results that you've gotten? Go into the future. Imagine yourself 12 plus months in the future. Imagine that all your dreams were realized, and look back over those past 12 months and what has to have happened both in your personal life and your business life for you to be happy, for you to be pleased, for you to be satisfied with the results that you got in the last 12 months. Think about that. Get a clear vision about that, right? And then as you get a clear vision, those are the goals. Write all the benefits that you're going to accrue, that you're going to get, that your spouse is going to get, that your kids are going to get, that your business is going to get, that your business associates are going to get, that the world is going to get, that the charities that you want to back are going to get, that your church is going to get, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you love, right? Think about what is going to happen, what is going to increase. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the number one ability to develop. If you want to have huge success, the number one ability, because it is an ability, you have to use it, you have to work with it. Defining, expanding your vision and building expectancy and belief is the key to achievement, because it is the motive that will drive action. You magnify the vision, you increase the expectancy and the faith. Bottom line is you've got to fall in love with your dream and your vision, and then get so many benefits behind it that you're so committed to it that you literally turn the want, the desire, into intention, into expectancy, and you expect to win it. In the next two shows, I'm going to teach you a couple of other very, very important strategies also associated to motivation. How to sustain motivation, because you know what? People fail for lack of motivation. They don't take action, they don't have a motive, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this. How to sustain motivation in the next show, how to amplify and magnify it in the one after that. And you're going to be an expert before this new year. You're going to be really motivated and go into this new year just blazing fire, all right? So share this program with 5 people that you love. Help your peeps out. Help them out. Share this program with 5 people that you love so they can take their life to another level. Share my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Carlos Marin TV. You can see all the videos there. All these Your Unlimited Life shows are there. And join me on my mission. Join me on my mission. I believe that everyone, and that means you, are unlimited potential. You can be, do, and have anything that you want. Help me in my mission to empower millions of people all over the world to know their inner power, their greatness. It's already there. It already exists. Use it to be free and live your ideal life. And I'm going to go in public with a new goal that I have starting now, and that is that over the course of the next 7 years, I'm going to help 1 million people, directly or indirectly, become millionaires by the year 2021. Now, that doesn't mean if you start now, you got to wait 7 years. We can do this in a couple of years, but there's going to be people down the road that are going to be touched by you and by me, by some of these things that we're going to do. So the goal is 1 million millionaires by 2021. Join me in that mission. Let's make a difference in this world. Until next week, God bless you and live your unlimited life.